On everybody, welcome. This is the Storytime DAO, the history of now. I'm One Frog Nine. I'm here in Clubhouse with the DAO, the folks that have shown up today, and that includes Euphoria, Peggy, Anita, Locutus, Kbot, and Liana Adams. Thanks for coming through, everybody. Welcome.
Oh, I wasn't mic'd. Hey guys, welcome everybody.
Is this thing
We
on? So
have
what's going on, everyone?
It's on. It's live. The floor is open. We are Storytime DAO. Like I said, the history of now, and this is our Friday Fables day. Usually Friday we come together and share some stories. We're focused on the Aesop fables for now, but anything is welcome. Any story is welcome, and we're also getting ready for next week. Anybody want to talk about what's happening next week?
I know I'm
Well,
looking forward to it. I myself have never been to New York City, so I am looking forward to living not only this NFT world through all of you guys that are going to be out there, but also living and seeing New York City in all of its finest. We should run down and see who all is going through. I know we kind of got a small room now, and we'll recap it when everybody comes back in and we get some more here. Some are running a little late today because there's crazy meetings going on, getting ready for NYC. But when we do get the room full, I'd love to hear kind of some goals for each person with NYC and what they're hoping to see out there too.
cool. We did get a little promo video from Josh. Is that his name again?
Yes. Yes.
Let's see. Yeah, I have that up here. He also
I think
messaged me,
they
but
can
I'll
share
get to
that.
that
That'd
in a
be cool.
second.
Twitch or did you get them both blended together or just his right now?
Oh no, I haven't put them together yet, but I have his up now. It's not on the stream yet, but it's about ready to be on there. And then the idea is that this is kind of just some filler content. This is from our last one of our streams earlier this week where we were in Kbot's spot. And where is this not going? There.
Now I believe I'm looking at the same Twitch as everybody else, and right now it's in a countdown screen. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now
I
the
don't know if
video
that
starts.
audio is going
I
through. I think the
Yeah, I'm not hearing the audio. I hear you, but I don't hear the audio.
so now that's just getting a buffering issue. I'll just reload it real quick. Doesn't like having a whole bunch of tabs open apparently.
The whole 10-second delay or so too is so like confusing for the brain. I
Why is that not going through?
don't know because we had it working earlier. I do agree, though. We need to get that lettering changed to white if he's able to do that. Is that something that you think can be, or do we have to start over?
Yeah, we got it now. I got the audio. I thought. Yeah. Cool. All right, so I got the audio set up there on that.
I'm not hearing the audio.
I did turn it down, so now I'll pull it back up. So now that's the main thing on the audio.
I'm still not hearing it.
Did you make all these masks?
I can hear you talking in Discord, but I cannot hear the audio to the. Now it just came on. Boom.
Aren't you selling these, bro? You can sell that for like some decent coin. No, I haven't minted it yet. But so that's like the best we can do. Also upstairs is the
Hey, where's the mechanic? I'm upstairs.
on the back wall. It's on the pre-mid wall.
Now, is there a way for me to see who all is in Twitch right now?
Oh, it does say
With
pre-mid
us?
on there. I didn't see that.
There's a
Yeah,
button.
it's lit, man.
Because it looks like to.
Right.
Can you host live performances in there?
Hell yeah, we're gonna do everything here, man.
I've been working on a concert.
Let's see, there's a button in Twitch up in the chat box that changes it from a chat box to like to view who's in there.
I bought this thing for so much crazy ass money. The next week they sold a whole nother parcel that double the size for the same amount of money. So
I'm not sure exactly how that works, if it's live showing who's there now or people that have come through.
But I did get grace. Hey, good for you. You went over the gate. I can't totally get where the pool is. Oh, you go for a swim, yo. That's that shit. There's an alien.
Yeah, I was not prepared to actually get in the water.
Sometimes there's actual like bots that will watch streams because people do stuff with that data.
Super immersive, man. Let me tell you guys.
And sometimes it's just people that randomly find it. So,
How to go live on
yeah.
Twitch. No problem. You'll get that easy, man. I'm gonna get that. It's crazy. I know OBS, but I don't know how to go live on Twitch. You got Black Panther there too. I need to see
no.
that. Yeah, I got some other ones too, man.
It's just that list that you can click open.
Water.
Right?
There you go. Okay.
Alright. Yeah.
What if I told you?
That crap.
If there was one I wanted to read as well.
But it's not creative. But we'll just do it to get some audio tests, if that works.
Yeah.
That works.
Okay. All right, let's do it. The Hare and the Tortoise. A hare was making fun of the tortoise one day for being so damn slow. Do you ever get fucking anywhere? He asked with a mocking laugh. Yes, replied the turtle, and I get there sooner than you think. I'll run you a race and prove it. The hare was much amused at the idea of running a race with the tortoise, but for the fun of the thing he agreed. So the fox, who had consented to act as a judge, marked the distance and started the runners off. The hare was soon far out of sight, and to make the tortoise feel very deeply how ridiculous it was for him to try to race with the hare, he lay down beside the course to take a nap until the tortoise should catch up. So he just chilled, and he read a magazine, and he read a book, and he just thought, I've got plenty of time. Quite egotistical, I might add. The tortoise, meanwhile, kept going slowly but steadily, and after a time passed the place where the hare was sleeping. But the hare slept on very peacefully, and when at last he did wake up, the tortoise was near the goal. Very frightened and totally scared, the hare now ran his swiftest, but he could not overtake the tortoise in time. And The moral of the story is that the race is not always to the swift. Therefore, what we should remember is to just make sure that we're doing our best day after day, time after time.
That whole due diligence, right? Make sure you're putting in all of your focus and effort to the right thing. No shortcuts.
Don't worry that everybody's passing you by. Just keep on your path, basically. I love
That
that. That's one of my favorites, and I think it'd be fun to do it if it was actually like written out and more fun. But I'm just trying to fill some space here so we can
Oh, you did
get
great.
some audio.
I found one that I think I'd like to read. The Gnat and the Bull. The gnat flew over the meadow with much buzzing for so small a creature, and settled on the tip of one of the horns of a bull. After he had rested a short time, he made ready to fly away. But before he left, he begged the bull's pardon for having used his horn for a resting place. You must have been very glad to have me go now, he said. It's all the same to me, replied the bull. I did not know even that you were there. We are often the greater importance in our own eyes than in the eyes of our neighbor. The smaller the mind, the greater the conceit. I do think a lot of times we forget that I take it that I feel like I'm affecting a lot more people than what I'm really affecting, and then I need to look at the step back and how am I affecting myself in this purpose? Why am I here, and how is it doing me purpose, rather than worrying about everybody else sometimes.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah,
Thanks for
short
sharing,
and
y'all.
Hi, it's Anita. I could read one.
That's great. Miss Sarah?
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to give it a try. A raven and a swan. A raven, which you know is black as coal, was envious of the swan, because of her feathers were as white as purest snow. The foolish bird got the idea that if he lived it like a swan, swimming and diving all day long, and eating the weeds and plants that grew in the water, his feathers would turn white like the swan's. So he left his home in the woods and fields and flew down to live on the lakes and in the marshes. But though he but though he washed and washed all day long, almost drowning himself at it, his feathers remained as black as ever, and the water weeds he ate did not agree with him. He got thinner and thinner, and at last he died. The moral of the story: a change of habits will not alter nature.
Mm.
Very nice.
Thank you. And of course, about envy.
No, that's 100% about envy. And again, staying on your correct path. Don't try to get on someone else's. It's not yours to be on.
So true.
You know, one that I've come to enjoy reading and not only doing some illustration for, plus Ricky has been working on a cool rewrite, is The Lion and the Mouse. I'm looking forward to hearing his finish. But if you guys like, I can read that one.
All right.
Yeah, read it.
The Lion and the Mouse. A lion lay asleep in the forest, his great head resting on his paws. A timid little mouse came upon him unexpectedly, and in her fright and haste to get away, ran across the lion's nose. Roused from the nap, the lion laid his huge paws angrily on the tiny creature to kill her. Oh, spare me, begged the poor little mouse. Please let me go, and some day I will surely repay you. The lion was much amused to think that a mouse could ever help him, but he was generous and finally let the mouse go. Now, some days later, while stalking his prey in the forest, the lion was caught in the toils of a hunter's net. Unable to free himself, he filled the forest with his angry roaring. The mouse knew the voice and quickly found the lion struggling in the net. Running to one of the great ropes that bound him, she began to gnaw at it until it parted, and soon the lion was free. You laughed when I said I would repay you, said the mouse. Now you see that even a mouse can help a lion. Our moral? Kindness is never wasted. Nice. Yeah,
Cool.
I've had fun doing that one. I've done a couple illustrations for it, and his rendition's fun too. It'll be cool to get on.
Can someone get an invite for Pirate Queen Indigo Cat down there? I know I'd invited her to read some things if she's ready.
Oh, and
She's
Josh,
been
maybe Josh can come up too now.
there. Hey, Josh. Yeah, I got your message. I just haven't had a chance to respond. But I will say that I don't really have anyone's numbers, but you can always hit me up in Discord like you have here. Um, but yeah, right now we are live on Twitch and YouTube. Everybody, just doing a nice test run, and just trying to capture some stories, get some content that we can use for the DAO to promote the DAO in our socials. So the floor is open for readings and shares, artistic expression shares. Hey, it's looking pretty windy out there. Oh boy. All right. Anyway,
Oh, now can it really be windy there? Are you at least 60 miles plus?
well, we're here in the mountains, so it
Oh, you are in the
yeah.
mountains. Where at?
Over here in North Carolina, in the
Okay.
Appalachia region, so near
Okay.
Asheville. But yeah, good stuff.
I'm in
And
Colorado and Wyoming, and so wind is no joke here. I literally had my first panic attack because of wind years ago, and yeah, I'm very mindful of wind these days.
We're at in Colorado, Peggy.
I'm in Longmont.
Okay, I'm up in Vale in Minturn.
Oh, get out, Josh. Nice.
So
Well,
I just got rained out, and I didn't even head up to Leadville, up further up the mountain, because I know the wind is crazy there, and I would be trying to paint trim or so I just gave up and put my efforts where it matters. So glad to be here, everybody.
well, you were in that other room. I was talking about the tree coming down yesterday, Josh, and the 100-degree temperatures. But that was the whole reason why it had to come down 2 weeks ago when rainstorm was coming in. Those winds come right off the mountains, and a huge limb of the tree came down and took out my landlord neighbor's window in their Tahoe. So yeah, wind is no joke around here for sure, right?
Yes, no joke.
Well, welcome everybody. I'm glad you guys have come to join us. We are doing some read throughs on some fables, or if you have anything that you're working on and want to tell the group about, we'd love to capture some of that in some recordings to get on our socials and get everybody pumped up for next week. So, time to jump in. Go for it if anybody else got something.
I guess I'll go. I was being shy. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Don't be shy.
Okay. So these are just some pages from a story called Mrs. Olatunji's Hats. And it's a pilot, and kind of the theme is water management, and it's a puzzle. Playing self-sat, calling out in turn. Sexy sane seer with an actual atomic ascension said to truth tale touch as shown. But the seer sexy sane is the atomic ascension actual. So says tale touch truth. When the sane sexy seer returned to touch truth tale, it vanished. Once again, a sane sexy seer goes to ascension actual atomic, but the tale touch truth wasn't believed. Finish the story. Inner architecture. Do you have inner architecture? What is the you are built on? No original theft, no jails, no police? Ever go on insisting on continued sorrow and pain? What remedy do you build except the broken you inherited? Dash on, gay one, dash on. We see your lips that hug you. Self sat. See, actualize. Naira wants to be a North Trotter. What was back in the politically incorrect times was known as Vikings. They were the last before the time turned to no divinations allowed, no acknowledging those who had bore us. Now is the time to slip the knot loose on the noose around our neck. I suspect Mandingo is a hot fantasy topic. Soft stuff. The idea is so frightening to most that their brain simply explodes and their eyeballs roll to loser, loser, loser. So everything you believe in turns out to be built of dirt, murder, and lies. What is an inheritor to do as we decolonize? So Naira has vivid dreams of sailors in silhouette who sailed around the Cape. She remembers the time before the raids and the rapes. Yes, they all must think her crazy. She is not built like the stallion, but her pussy stays wet. This is the natural and healthy condition. No need of dipes or wipes or pipes or bidets or mayonnaise, iced tea. Just wear a mask. And bidets are the bomb B-bowl. Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Hey, I love it. That was fantastic.
Nice.
Ignited a lot of thoughts and interesting connections. Thanks for sharing.
Thanks for listening.
I am always amazed. Sorry, I got kicked out of the room and my phone froze, but I'm always so amazed when somebody goes and puts themselves through those tongue twisters. But that was beautiful, and you did it so well. My tongue would have been lost on the first line. That was cool.
Yeah, I always enjoy just hearing you read anything. So thank you for bringing us something. I don't think I'd heard that one yet.
No, I have another page. I don't know, unless somebody else would go, and then maybe I'll go again.
Go
So
ahead.
totally.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay.
Josh, did you have one too?
Yeah, Josh, why don't you go?
Well, I wasn't planning on reading anything, but I'm always creating stuff. So I created something super late last night. But sometimes I'll listen to the electronic music that I make, and as I get into flow, I'll just write whatever comes out. So I can't pair it with the audio, but I could read you what I wrote.
Sounds good.
Yeah, let's do it.
So it's just total free flow. Okay, so I allowed myself to pass all other needs so that I was able to reach a state that put me in a malleable place, within and without. All earthly deeds traded for earthen, heathen, rebel balance needs. As I felt myself falling inside that place, I kept a state of non liquid, concentrated liquidity by hypervibrating my legs like a static rattlesnake ADHD head. Anything really that fits within the need of the moment as to not distract and only comfort. The guide between the guide between, like we are for so many, but at a crucial time when all we have is what we are in the face of, separation. As we come back solidly together, we can express within and without the new spectrums that occurred and did not. We can see the walls of the spectrum. Sorry, hang on 1 second. We can see the walls of the spectrum. The only ones who know where the lines are the ones who have stepped over and now fully know what and why gonzo ethics are loved by so many a mighty mind. It's the freedom to just let go, to truly be and feel minus all the needing to know. Because of the time, because by the time you unlearn how to tap in, you can only free the flow that most don't know by finding where the spectrums collide within and without your eyes. Behind the lids of behind the lids of oppressive condition, on the face of purity, stains and tears hide in plain sight, trying to see anything possible that can just be. Can we? Dot dot dot. Just be together as one inside the womb of none, but also negative one. On the other side of our true reflections that they always find ways to hide. The ways inside are alive with the fruits of balance and the meanings of what it means to truly become alive, again for the very first time, in ways that mind could only mind expand harmonize. A non frenetic frequency that has been fractioned off into the deep pocket oppressed machine until we fight as we've naturally been drawn to do, even just by colliding together here today. Love is the wave of time, space as it passes by, through, and inspires the muse growth expressions. They are here to be set free. These words cause us to become the messengers, the unifiers. Live for the art of expression or fade into the wallpaper life of our creation. Stale, loved, loveless, tried, and true, bruised, blue, in all the right wrong spots and spaces, fulfilling and sustainable. That was it. I didn't edit it. That was just one take.
You just like wrote that, like that sounds really good.
Thanks.
Just thinking off the top of your head last night, huh?
Just on the
Well,
fly, just wrote a really big poem. It's awesome.
little microdose, getting naturally chemically high on the Storytime DAO, and then a little electronic music. All of a sudden, you just click into flow.
I'd
Love
like
it.
to hear it with the music too. I think that actually would sound really good.
It's crazy. I promise. It starts with like a boom, and then it just does a reverse swell, and then it just doesn't stop. All right. Uh, Pirate Queen would love to hear the next.
Thank you, Josh. That was wonderful. So this is more of Mrs. Olatunji's hats, and this is the winner's hat. As the
Can
tales
you,
go,
real quick, Pirate, will you mind getting closer to your microphone?
okay, maybe I need
Thank
to
you.
turn. Is that better?
Ooh,
The winner's
a little
hat.
bit. There you go.
Well, I have on my ear pods, so what am I not doing?
You sound good now. Go for it.
Okay. The winner's hat. As the tales go, that hat goes to the one who gave the most of a family heart to community without reward or accolades. Nobody has liked me, I think, but I like me more now than ever, so I clap for myself. The bonus of family coming together, singing, cooking, praying, demanding, commanding, the new day and new song and new abundance of owed love to self, of owed safety of self, of the return of all that was stolen, raped, murdered, return to the self calling itself home. The Billy Goat barn needs to be moved away from the house. It's hard to let go of the technology of our ancestors, so easy. It's easy to dump the compost over the rail into the goat pen. Plus, he likes to wake me in the morning by butting against the wall. The goat is my teacher. When it comes to anger, the goat moves forcefully against any force directed against it. I have to be calm when training my billy goat. He likes to outthink me. And so it goes. The very quality of water itself is a conundrum. How is it everywhere and nowhere? How do we suck the condensation from the air and drink all over the world? Weave a gossamer cocoon from verdant shading trees, spiral a nest to the earth and catch the water in a bowl. Dream in atmospheric water for the household, for the work and animals, staving off further plowing and scarring of the earth for water, oil, gems. Let the earth be in peace and discover the non extractive ways to eat and drink. How I used to get angry at Grandma. She was stern and you couldn't talk back. Do it my way, don't ask questions, was the thing she would say. And she learned from the ancestors. Were they the white or the black? It was definitely the architecture of oppression that shaped the survival skills she instilled in me through fear and anger. Self sat. That's the next door of the puzzle. Thanks.
That was really good.
That was great.
It was awesome, and I really liked the ending for sure.
Yeah, the ending was great.
We really tied it up well. Brought
Thank,
the message right home.
thank you for listening. I appreciate it.
Who got what? Who got what to share?
I really do appreciate, though, all the different voices that have come through this room the last several weeks and have shared. I know we've been so busy getting ready to get everybody to New York next week, so I know we have a shorter room this week, but I do appreciate everybody that has showed up and given us this time to even build these rooms more and more each time.
Yeah, I'm not always able to make it to every single meeting or gathering with this group here, but I mean that's why I'm even here is because I've seen a lot of the people that have come through that are part of it, and so not everyone's completely random to me, and that's like I don't know a lot of people that closely, but I've just seen the different groups that we all kind of filter in and out of. So that's what's helped me feel comfortable here and want to support and participate to see what is it we can build. I know there's just a lot of things going on, a lot of projects being created, and so it's exciting. These are unprecedented times, so it's fantastic just to come together, create with more artists. We certainly wouldn't be able to do this without things like Clubhouse and the internet in general. So this is fantastic.
Oh, as I drop things.
You're
No, one
here.
dog, you're right on with that. And to add to that piece, I've always saw myself in one lane or another, the social worker or the artist. And being a part of this, I realized, you know what, there's a little bit of a writer in me too, a creative thinker who likes to think outside the box and to add to ideas. So I may not so much be writing anything right now, but I love being a part of this room and helping grow a story and being a part of it in that way too.
In all aspects help story, because story is the single oldest, most pervasive thing in our species, down to evolution, the story of who we are. And it's just so multi spectrum dynamic that there's a place for everybody, and there's a place for new ideas and new stories, and it's like so uncapped potential. And we are definitely in the heart of the age of enlightenment part two, Renaissance revolution. So unlike the last time when paupers and politicians and popes and the rich were all and minstrels were on the same philosophers were on the same level for that time, here we are now, very similar. Everyone's dealing with what's happening around the world, if not more so, by us all knowing and being able to see and connect. But we've never had the internet like this. We've never had all of these ways to act, even in like a day. Like the amount of traction or community and et cetera, and attention that can be built and connected with around the world in just one day it's unbelievable. So the fact that we're all able to come together is even that much better, because that means we can not be in IRL and still have personality, harmony and connection and project. So it's super awesome.
No, Josh, that's exactly what we're here. And you led right into, one of our lines is that It's the Storytime DAO. It's the history of now. We are talking about what's happening around us and how it affects all of us and how it encourages all of us to keep creating and building in this new platform. When you were speaking, it made me think back to when was the last time a collective thing like this happened culturally for people to kind of like put their eyes all on it. And honestly, this is going to take me back, but I feel like it's MTV. And when that movement of MTV came out and we were starting to see music from all around the world and realize, wait a second, my little box of people and radio stations isn't it. There's more out there. And so this is just another piece to that of how many other pieces of entertainment and cultures and things that keep us connected are really out there and that we can build on.
I won't monologue, but I would love to add to that. That's super poignant and awesomely expressed. Uh, when you said MTV, that's cool because not everybody can go so finite. And I take that and I'll expand that out. 81, baby, the Zennial year. The fact that, like, that year alone was the first time personal computers were affordable in home, first time recording cameras and video cameras were affordable in home. And then you had the story and the information explosion starting at like ground zero of 81 ish, 75 to 85. But then, like, we had scare tactics, we had AIDS, we had all just the world changing post Vietnam, seeing everything. So, like, when MTV hit, it really set the stage for like the 90s, which now set the stage for like where we're at of like freedom and introversion and connection and expansion. So, super story driven times.
I love it. I have a poem to share, which is kind of, I don't know if there's time.
Heck yeah, go girl. Say
Okay.
it,
So
Gloria.
it's totally random, but just for the sake of us reading stuff on this really kind of nicely quaint room. So it was kind of written. Well, I'll just read it. All right. So, at the core of my sovereign philosophy, we see the centralized world as based on greed and hypocrisy, spinning constant lies of a trickle down economy. Instead of padding CEOs, let's build a decentralized economy. So, we sat down and drew a vision for a virtual space where money driven greed has no Richie Rich silver spoon's place, but a 3D world where creators take the power back, where their hard earned money is no longer under attack. And we dropped it up an economic revolution with the game at the core as a metaversal take back evolution, where we took the lies told to us about all environmental pollution to serve them back as decentralized solution. We built a world to help NFT projects thrive, to help artists who want to help the planet survive. We constructed a Tartesian grid to map one global market for all and built 4K buildings that stand super, super tall. Because that's how we communicate. We solve problems with the power of NFTs. We get together on Clubhouse and Discord discussing metaverse NFT game changers you see, like CryptoBees, Strawberries, Adibis, and Gary Vee. We build a place where metahumans clone you and nobody owns you. And this is mapped in all reality, where every XY coordinate is linked to an NFT, where cartoons and metaclones, we can finally walk free from greedy lies, economic aristocracy. And no, sir, it's no mystery. It is time for creatives to get the power back in this land. Before you greedy profiteers destroy this planet, let's take a stand. From people profiteering off of your lead generation, cookies tracking every single temptation, we finally need to stop this feeling. We want to communicate. All we need is healing. So we create a solution to end this greedy planetary pollution, to stop stealing. We need a metaverse where the creatives have the power. They can all be heard at the table in the final hour. Collectively, we fight. Together, we combine our minds. If we care about the planet, respect each other, and we're kind. Technically speaking, we are a metaverse, but emotionally speaking, we are artists first. To fight for our right to have an equal voice, to take back our right to have a free choice, to combine our wealth to fight for good, to get this planet back to healthy, not could be, not should be, a planet left for future generations where we don't follow every financial manipulation of the markets that pilfer for profit. Where are we going to wake up? When will we stop it? That's it.
Yo.
Whoa, dope, Euphoria. That like wrapped our whole
That was
conversation today up. That was beautiful.
great. Very
Thank you.
loved it.
I would love to know, is that brand new? Are there plans for that? Like, what exactly is that piece?
I don't. I wrote it about 7 months ago.
Is
I
it
didn't have any
currently?
plans for it. I mean, I never read it. I just, it just sat in my computer.
Well, if I give you a track and you were to slow it into a, what is not back and forth, the call and response kind of cadence, man, I would. And if not you, I have a like a database of like rappers and artists, so I would like to convert that into like a spoken word type thing because that's the
I
way
would
it ebbs
love
and
that.
flowed, the rhythmic nature. It's like inherently ready to just jump on something.
I love that. I call it's kind of to me like an anthem of like Clubhouse in the last year kind of thing.
100% came through.
Yay! Let's do it.
Yeah, that was amazing, Euphoria.
Thank you.
Hey, welcome, David. This has been such a cool room. I'm glad you could join us. We are
Yes, welcome.
going through this stuff, and it has been so much fun. We've heard some good stuff. We're sharing a little bit of our own. We're also doing some Fable talk and leading up to what our goals are with NYC, if you got any of that too.
Very cool. I got lots of goals for NYC, but I haven't written it down yet. I should. We got some friends in the audience too. I don't know if anyone want to mod me. We can ping up some people or just pin them up if anyone wants to come up. But yeah, no, that's cool. Did you get anything in voxels going today or no?
One Frog is working a few things in the background. I'm not sure if he's ready to go there, but I know we were on Twitch, so we have that running live right now and capturing some
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
That was another thing we wanted to make sure everybody jump into Discord, NYC Production Channel. If you haven't already, and follow Twitch so we can get some action in there.
And we got the links here in chat as well.
Nice, nice.
I totally forgot this room was had voxels in the title.
It's all good. No one was asking. Definitely gonna have to catch up on the recording. Sounds exciting. That was amazing though, Euphoria. I'm
Thank
glad
you.
I came in right before you started that, so it's perfect timing for me.
Nice. Yeah, do you have anything to read? It doesn't have to be pre-planned, or we're just kind of reading fables. And if anybody wants to chime in,
I'll go hunt for some more just improv writing and see what I can find.
sounds good. It'd be fun to get some music in these rooms sometimes on Fridays too.
Does anyone here currently have an iRig?
I do. I just got one actually. It's sitting here. I need to hook it all up.
I
Yeah,
ordered one 2 days ago.
I've had one for a while, for a minute, but I just haven't linked it all up yet. And it's, yeah, I'm not
Can someone just put
100% on the best way to use it.
Can someone drop
So
some music they want to hear in chat?
whatever you got. So I got this like interconnect, so you can plug a microphone into your phone at the same time as the iRig, and then you get a splitter, so you can run like the charging cable, the microphone, and the iRig stream at the same time.
Okay, so I'm gonna drop an album in the chat, and this was kind of another one-off. I had already made all those like 53 tracks, and I wanted to test out the new NFT platforms and stuff. So before I take it live on my label and then feed it back into the system, and it's Audius, and so I just kind of randomly picked, I think like 10 tracks just to throw up and see. And if anyone hasn't used Audius, it was pretty cool. Within 3 days to a week, there were some were like 150 listens, like 40 reposts, and like it was a pretty good experience. But I haven't really followed up with it too much.
One Frog, I am in Crypto Voxels now. If you want me to throw it up on a Discord share screen, we can have that going if we want.
Yeah, I'm not by my desktop right now, so it's all good though. We don't have to rush to get it going right now. If we got good content already and he was recording, at least he had the stream going. So
And at some point in the next maybe like 10 hours, if there could be like a quick side meeting of just what should be done, just one last finite on the promo video, and then I can get that done ASAP and we can go whenever we need to.
yeah, it would be cool for everyone to see. We'll just share it. I think we just share it with the group and just get a little bit more wider feedback maybe, and then whenever you're ready to do that, and then we can try to push it out by the end of the weekend or something. See what people think. But as far as in the next 10 hours, I'm fairly busy, but at the same time, if it's just relatively quick conversation, I should be able to join. So I don't know. I can join on Discord, multitasking. So definitely down.
And we already have some notes, so I'll add those as we go into that, whoever ends up meeting, just so we can keep moving. But okay, sounds good.
One Frog, do you got a time that works best for you for a production meeting? Within the next 10 hours at some point later today? Do you have a time that would work best for you?
Uh, yeah, just like the actual definites. Do we want to split it in that first part and then have a two-part and go ahead and release one within a day and a half? Fix the fonts, and just run with it. And then the next one is like the day of, like you guys start your day and we have the whole voxels thing, or do we want to just release it as one video, 3-4 minute long video?
Yeah, he shared it with me too. I gave him some feedback too. Yeah, that's
Okay.
awesome.
The
And the other thing I would say, any audio content, we should obviously have to share this with the wider group, and then specifically if the people that are recorded in there, like K-Bot, myself, I don't remember who else was in there, but obviously I'm good with it. I'm pretty sure K-Bot's cool, but just in general practice, making sure that any parties that are recorded, from a recorded room, if we're pushing it out on social, are just aware ahead of time, maybe, if possible.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, and on top of that, I have already done like an audio pass. I did more audio editing than I did video editing, and I didn't really change the audio. But when there were things that were not pertaining to what was happening, I did cut some of that out. Or if it seemed sensitive, that was just a specific thing that had nothing to do with the video, I did cut that out. So hopefully, there's still one area that I want to know from KBot if it's okay to leave in. But other than that, if anyone finds anything, I can cut that out too. But I'll take everyone's suggestions, do another quick one, and then just spit it out.
Yeah, much appreciated, man. I think it's dope. It's like a glitch, kind of cool theme. Like, yeah, we'll see what everyone else thinks and roll from there. But definitely having some promo, cool video to push out. It's going to be helpful for the brand. Lo, are you there? I'm just hearing your feedback. That's all we getting.
I'm here.
Okay, cool. I'm hearing the buzzing sound. What do you think about next steps and the live streaming for next week? Any thoughts?
Excuse me, really quick, Lo, could you please check your back channel?
And I want to say one quick thing about the frenetic camera work in the video. I'll definitely look at some of the quarter to three-quarter to ending stuff and see which ones don't make sense. And I knew there were a few, but I just wanted to gauge like who else might feel like that. But the intro, I I kind of, I mean, I meant to do it, but I kind of didn't mean to do it. But like, I just was riffing on it, and so to me, only the jerkiness in that very beginning when K-Bot's like, hang on, let me click here, and it like jitters, and then he goes, oh, that's not right, and it does another glitch, and then he goes, no, click here, and as soon as he says click, now you like went through the whole portal and kind of got to see the like metaverse static of going from the real world to the metaverse. So just that frenetic from the beginning, but then after that, I'll cut out some. All right, that's a plan, and even getting with, 3 and 4 people and having some feedback has helped. So I'll just make those edits, and then we'll rock it tomorrow and see what everyone thinks, and then it's either go or hit it one more time. So respect.
All right. So we'll get production a little more ironed out tonight, or maybe even just within the next couple hours. I have to tie up a few things here. Anybody have any other feedback? I was late, so I don't know which y'all were talking about.
It was epic story time, pretty much, and I came late too. So
What's up, Locutus? Did you figure out that step and repeat, man?
Not yet. I'm heading back west to my office, so then like the next 2 hours I'll find out.
All right, because I'm thinking, yeah, hopefully it's in there. A little bit. Sounds like a video game.
Hello, Lex. Hello, TJ.
One Frog, are you wanting that to
What's up,
come
Lex? Jagar?
on Clubhouse or where? Because yeah, you can't really hear it.
What's up?
What's up? What's up?
Yeah, it's probably going through your stream well, just not through Clubhouse, maybe.
it does seem like Clubhouse has become way more resource intensive in the last couple of months, on my end at least. Holy crap. So we were talking about the wind. I'm sitting in a parking lot and the wind just picked up so insanely and there's storm weather everywhere and I'm getting pelted by large ass pine cones. It's
Oh
insane.
my god.
It
Is
was
that
just
that
hot.
sound? Was that a pine cone that hit your window?
Oh, here, I'll open the door.
Stay safe, man. No.
Crazy.
It's nowhere to play up there,
Oh my
Josh. I'm all
god.
very familiar with the weather up in the mountains. So yeah,
What
stay
the
safe.
hell?
This is not a time to be traveling on I-70.
No.
Hey, Lo, you around?
Yo.
Can you check your messages? I don't know if that's something you'd be cool with, but I'm in a bind. I'm trying to get a parcel. I got the money, but my half the money's stuck in one of my accounts, and my PayPal is acting stupid, and I'm in a bind. And I got like 56 minutes before this is over. This is so ridiculous.
Who said that I shouldn't be on I-70? I'm about to be on that thing in a month.
Ha ha.
I-70 is not fun when you're in the middle of a storm and trying to go up or downhill on that by anywhere near Vale, which is where Josh is at.
Okay, noted.
Luckily, there's no ice, so you're good. But you want to watch out for the truckers because there's an issue in that community and they're not as trustworthy on the road as they used to be. And then when you get into I
Where?
70, Colorado, all over, but uh,
No,
I'm saying
my
I'm
bad.
in
Lex,
Colorado.
where am I checking these messages? Where?
Oh,
Back
That was
channel.
Lex. That was Lex, right?
Yeah, this back channel here.
What? In Club Deck? I mean, this ABN.
ABN, yeah, ABN.
Oh. Okay, for further references, guys, I never check this back channel. This shit is on the computer. I'm like miles away from the computer. I got a wireless mic, all type of shit. So I don't never check this back channel. But all right, I'm here now.
Love that.
Yes.
You have a wireless mic? Is that you just put it on your lapel and then walk around?
Yeah. I'm connected to the. I got the PA system and shit like the.
That's
the
good.
yeah.
That's how you can paint and be on here at the same time.
Duh.
All right.
you got to have it
And
stacked.
that's why I'd be unmuted too, right? Because I'm far from the computer. I can't be muting and unmuting and shit.
Okay. Zen and the art of multitasking.
So you do have a good setup, Lo. That's solid.
Yo, you know what the thing? There's a fucked up thing about my setup, right? Yes, Lex. My setup is so big, I actually need 2 or 3 people to help me run it, and I'm just here by myself, so it's actually unwieldy. It actually makes it harder for me that I got so much shit going on in here.
Do we have a couple more shares before, while we have a few more people in the room that we can get on the recordings? Anyone volunteer? TJ, Lex, anyone?
Did that help?
Wait, what am I doing?
Lex got
Lex, message me on Instagram.
it's just community engagement, sharing any cool share you got, any spoken word, any perspectives, philosophies, thoughts.
I can't do it right now. I'm at the community pool.
Oh, community pool, nice. That's the
Yeah,
vibe.
yeah. It's the RV spot right now.
How's Pirate Queen doing?
I got to share. It's really wonderful. Thank you.
Amazing.
Yeah, it's wonderful.
I can. No, I feel you.
All right. Well, maybe if everyone's free right now, we could just have a production meeting and shut this one down. If nobody else wants to share for now, I'm looking forward to Monday. I won't be able to stay long in the meeting tomorrow morning. I have a bit of a busy day tomorrow.
Boom. How's that? That's paying. Huh?
Peggy, do you have a hot mic? Or?
Oh, sorry. Yep, didn't realize.
All good.
I can close it down with a short one.
Cool. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
it's connected to also Mrs. Olatunji's hats, and this is titled Hidden in the Hat Band. Come back against the force you seek to change in a significant way so as to drain the force down and away from your fortress. Quote, Mama Pisswind. In the channel created, direct force to appropriate containment. Mama Pisswind, the tales of the wind. We used to pee in the grass. Then we peed in a bucket. When you dumped the bucket on your garden in the noonday, you got the piss wind. It is one of the most primal defenses All kinds of animal piss formulas are sold to ward off raccoons. Guess it's politically incorrect to save human piss and use it on your garden. Use your inner direction. Ask inside as you think. The birds twitter in the high pines. I breathe the piss wind. Thank you for listening.
So appropriate. Thank you.
Great way to end.
So dope.
All right, that was awesome.
Powerful.
So
Love,
this
you
is
got any closing thoughts?
Buy more crypto.
I wish I was more liquid. I'm going to New York. Let's go.
Yo,
I am
I
looking.
still don't know where I'm going to sleep.
Oh, somebody get a house over Lowe's head.
I don't know, man.
Find
It's
something,
just,
man.
I just, I'm gonna tell you what the big debate is for me right now. Do I go to New York or do I go to NFTNYC? Because if I go to New York, I might bump into y'all. If I go to NFTNYC, I might bump into my family. So this is the dilemmas I'm having.
Wow, that's a conundrum. You got to try to balance it out somehow. Do both.
Okay,
Yeah, that's
cool.
why I
Since
tried to come early, and then everybody was like, "Yeah, we're gonna have this event on the Saturday and then the Sunday," and I was like, "Oh, oh, oh." And then I got to move. I'm supposed to be moving for July 1st, so, and I didn't find a place. So,
But Sunday is Father's Day, so I think you'd be forgiven if you wanted to spend time with your father. You know, it's like
yeah, fuck that
family
nigga.
time.
But see, the fucked up thing is, I wish I would have stayed here and hung out with my kids and my grandkid. Duh. I didn't even realize Father's Day was
I'm feeling the same
Sunday
way,
until
man.
yesterday. I didn't realize Father's Day was Sunday until yesterday.
Oh, and
Literally
Mo,
yesterday
we
is
did
when I found out.
on Mother's Day for you too. I think wasn't it you that we were like the day before we reminded you Mother's Day? We got to get
Oh
you to
yeah,
slow
for sure.
down, love.
Yeah, yeah. But my girl's Dominican. Her Mother's Day is different than American Mother's Day. The whole rest of the world, Mother's Day is on a different day, right?
No,
That
I.
shit's crazy. Yeah. Only
Canada
America
shares
has Mother's.
Canada
Yeah.
shares your Mother's Day. We share it with you.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, we
Everybody
do.
else is the last Sunday of that month.
It should be the whole damn month,
And Father's Day would still suck.
right? They still wouldn't get the love they deserve to. However, I have noticed more and more that on like Mother's Day, the single fathers definitely get the love then, but not so much on Father's Day. What's that about?
Yeah, because you've been noticing more and more. There's a whole lot of single fathers.
It is the real these days, and it blows me away. But that's a whole nother topic for another day.
and real quick, since we're in this like content generation, engagement phase, if anybody follows me or anything I'm doing, make sure to like DM or something, because even like I'll take a screenshot of this and I want to share it, but I don't currently know who everybody is, unless someone reaches out and makes it known. So, but I'll tag anyone that I can, and then everyone else can kind of tag and share as we all do this kind of stuff.
That's a great point, Josh. It comes right down to the artwork too. I feel like I'm stalking everybody for our page, but I am trying to grab little bits and pieces of our art and our stories. But if there's anything you guys want me to throw a clip up, please share it with me. Like TJ, I haven't really been able to find any of your recordings. I think they'd be fun to throw up there. But yeah, anything like that, share it with me, guys.
And in regards to the video, and thank you for that, Peggy. I didn't really do too much effect or anything over top of the video footage except for that beginning.
Damn, I
But
didn't realize how. Sorry.
but I'll make it quick. But I realized, especially for you, Frog, that's one of the suspension of belief disruptors that that an editor is supposed to smooth over. So I'm going to add some glitch minor through those bad parts, which will coincide with the beginning and the end glitch and make it a more well-rounded piece. So I know exactly what angle I'm going to do, and I'll have that by the meeting tomorrow, everybody.
Marijuana Man, I invited you up like a long time ago. Everyone hanging out down here.
Respect, everyone. Time to go, and I'll see you on the next one.
All right,
Thank you.
take it easy. Thank you, Josh.
Thank you,
It's a very
Josh.
cool video. I can't wait till everyone sees it and weighs in. It's very cool.
So much excites all around. Later.
Go. Creativity flowing. All right. Any other feedback? Any thoughts on NYC live stream? Hopefully, Lakitas is going to be able to sort out the step and repeat by tonight. And we'll be able to get pictures of that as well. And this video that Josh has put together is really cool, like content from our live stream the other day. So yeah, that'll be cool to share too. Jocko, welcome up. I guess everyone else is staying down there. Anyone want to add anything before we wrap?
Hey,
Frog?
David. Aside from Lokitas receiving the step and repeat, did Nefertari confirm that she printed it?
Nefertari had confirmed that it was being printed and delivered to Locutus.
Okay, cool.
And so Locutus had a bit of a, well, he was saying the banner wasn't included, but we're hoping that it was just a misunderstanding because those step and repeats sometimes are like really big and clunky, right? And they have like that main metal piece that has the banner rolled up inside of it, right? And you have to pull like this little tab to like yank it out, and then you prop it up. So I don't know if he just didn't quite open the whole thing and like look at everything. I'm not sure, but we're getting it sorted out. So
I
Cool.
did hear that recording the other day, and often it's two pieces so that you can continue to hold on to your step and repeat frame, but you can reorder rolls and update them. So it could still be a single item being shipped to him because it's a roll that possibly pops in there. Just saying.
that is very possible. Yeah, definitely. That's why we're just going to double check and find out with the printer. I guess I haven't. I don't know if Nefertari was she in here earlier or anything. But I'm not sure if she's heard the latest. Like that, Locutus did received at least the first piece, if not the whole thing.
Well, for FYI, you won't be seeing Neff until like the middle of July. She went
Oh
through.
yeah, she said she was
Yeah.
going dark. That's right. She did say that. I forgot about that. But she was in here just. I think it was yesterday. But all right. Yeah.
Does anyone have? Do you have her printing details or where the place was shipped from? We could confirm in
I'm
the
sure
order detail.
sure it's on the box, so we
Okay.
can get it sorted. Hopefully, some kind of receipt or something attached to it. Figure it out. Well, Cutis, if you want to have a call about that later on Discord or whatever, whenever you get to your office, and we can try to see where we're at.
Will do. I'm like crawling in traffic right now, trying to get back to Queens just to park my car to take the subway and stuff. Like slowly but surely getting there.
All right. Good.
That is the one part that I really don't need y'all to share because if I have to see the anxiety of stress of traffic, I may not ever visit New York.
Just
That's
don't
my live
drive.
stream
It's
this
easy.
week.
Well, this has
All
been
right.
a great show. I think that we've gotten a lot of cool content. So if we've got everything we need, I'm good. If anybody else needs to get a hold of me to add stuff or again are having troubles getting me content, you can definitely message me on Discord. I'm easy to catch there.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Peggy.
You are welcome. I'm learning a lot this way, and I don't. You weren't in here earlier, but I had a tree that had to come out of my yard yesterday, and I was trapped a little bit, and so I recorded it all and practiced my skills in a video for them. So it was fun. I've had some interesting
Nice. Yeah, I got to check that live stream after. That's awesome. Thanks again, Frog, for setting that up. I'm glad we were able to record this and stream it. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow and then live on Monday. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Hello, Euphoria. Any last anything?
Nope. I think
See
we
you.
got some good pieces today.
All right. Take care, everybody. Talk to you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Peace.
Peace.